What's going on, everybody? Arty 84 here, Wicked Explorers here in Harvard Square in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Today we're going to explore the Harvard Square train station and bus depot. Completely underground underneath the square. Haven't been here in some time, but actually behind me is the bank, supposedly, that was supposed to be robbed in the movie The Town, the first bank that they kidnapped the girl in. So there's a fun fact for you right there. But yeah, here we are at Harvard Square, and let's go take a look at the station, see what it looks like, and we'll go from there. Now we're underneath where the buses come through. This unique tunnel that brings the buses from the street underground into the square so people can directly get on. It's from the train to the bus and so on, without obstructing traffic, which is a very, very busy square. Makes a lot of sense. The station we're in is the fifth generation of the Harvard Square station. This one's been open since 1983, and before then there was stations around this area, but never actually this station. So 1983. I love the tile work. It's very, very cool. Not very many stations in Boston have that kind of work. In fact, most of the stations aren't really as artistic as this one. This one really has an 80s feel. It's really been updated since the 80s. And it really, really sends an homage to the original station. And when it gets a renovation, I don't know. But it is kind of cool with all the artwork. And it makes sense. We're in Harvard. We're one of the most elite schools in the world. So let's go check out where the trains come in, and we'll go from there. Pretty unique. To save space, they actually stacked the trains. So instead of having a wide tunnel, they just basically made one line, one bound going over the other one. Doing this allowed extra room on the ground for the bus route and everything like that. So pretty unique. There's a couple of other stations in Boston that also do this, but this is one of the originals. There you go. Alright, so that's Harvard Square Station here in Harvard Square, Cambridge. And this creepy little hallway, which will never ever be built again because this is dangerous by design. This is where people go and people hang out and stuff like this, but there's cameras and stuff like that, but for the most part, they would never design like this. But this is Harvard Square Station. Hope you guys liked it. Leave a comment below if you did, or if you had an experience here. Give me a like or a thumbs up if you liked the video. And thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. See you later. Bye. Another thing I want to add about the station. Harvard Square is kind of a cool little place for me because when I was a kid, when I first started coming into Boston, one of the places we would always go when I was like 15 years old is Harvard Square because we thought it was so cool. All the bookshops and the coffee shops and the stores and everything like that. So coming back to the station after all that time, it's been pretty cool. And it's also really cool that nothing in this area has changed since the 80s, which is interesting because it's such a, I guess maybe it's interesting to know because Harvard is very particular of keeping their architecture and dated. So I guess maybe that has something to do with it. I guess there's really no need. They kept it up. They kept the station up. That mall we went to a couple of other episodes was pretty cool. I mean, that's a state. It was like almost like going to a time machine. So I wonder why. I don't know. I mean, there's obviously been buildings built. Some of these are modern. But maybe just they didn't feel the need to, I guess. So with that in mind, I just want to share that little tidbit of information. Brings me back to memory lane to 20 years ago. We used to come here all the time. It was awesome. And we enjoy that stuff, so, you know. Kids exploring Boston for the first time. Never been here before, you know. So thank you guys again for watching. We'll talk to you soon.